Dr. Alka Goyal, Dean, College of Home Science, GBPU 80, Dr. Archana Madhubala ji, Veena ji, Dr. Usha Puri ji, Dr. Vimal, Dr. Shalini, Dr. Abha, Dr. Meenu, Dr. Dhananjay, Kiran ji, Yukta, सुष्मिता जी, मित्तू जी, थैंक यू। जितने नाम मैं देख पाया आपके इनवाइट पे, तो मैं सबको बहुत बधाई देता हूँ कि आप लोग बढ़िया इस प्रोग्राम को ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं। छोटे छोटे बच्चे दिख रहे हैं जो 7th क्लास के हैं, गर्ल्स चाइल्ड, और इसमें हैं। आप सब लोगों का मैं बहुत धन्यवाद बोलता हूँ कि आप लोग अपना टाइम सब निकाल के जो यहाँ जुड़े हुए हैं हम लोगों को सुनने के लिए, जितने भी स्पीकर्स हैं उन लोगों को सुनने के लिए। बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगा, बस छोटी सी बात कहूँगा कि अभी सब लोग लॉकडाउन रहा, जो भी टाइम पीरियड हमने पिछले 1 साल के दौरान देखा, छोटे छोटे बच्चे, थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये देखी गई सब में कि सब लोग एक मेंटल कहीं फ्रस्ट्रेशन रहा, कहीं कुछ ट्रॉमा रहा, टेंशन्स रही, मीन्स घर में बैठे बैठे कोई हमारा शेड्यूल नहीं था। तो बस छोटा सा एक मेरे सारे बच्चों से और सारे पेरेंट्स से ये सजेशन मैं दूंगा कि क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा साइकोलॉजी भी पढ़ता हूँ और बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स और पेरेंट्स से रेगुलर मिलना होता है, तो हमारा प्रॉब्लम क्या रही। एम आई ऑडिबल टू एवरीवन?
यस सर।
हाँ, तो थोड़ा सा बस मेरा सजेशन ये है आप लोगों के लिए, बच्चों के लिए, कि एक अपना जो हमारा पहले टाइम एक शेड्यूल होता था, पहले बच्चे सुबह उठते थे, स्कूल जाते थे, स्कूल के बाद घर आते थे, फिर उसमें लंच टाइम है, खेलने का एक टाइम है और पढ़ने का एक टाइम है, टीवी का एक टाइम है। तो वो क्या है कि जो हमारा जितना भी ये टाइम गुजरा है उसके हिसाब से ये शेड्यूल थोड़ा बिगड़ गया। तो हम जितना भी पेरेंट्स आते हैं, आजकल हम काउंसलिंग करते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स की काउंसलिंग करते हैं, तो उसमें यही देखा गया कि हम लोगों ने अपना शेड्यूल छोड़ दिया। तो मेरा एक छोटा सा सजेशन है, क्योंकि हम गर्ल चाइल्ड पे बात कर रहे हैं, तो पेरेंट्स पे भी बहुत प्रेशर है, बच्चों पे बहुत प्रेशर है, तो एक सजेशन मैं दूंगा कि आप लोग एक सेट टाइम फ्रेम अपना एक फॉलो करें। अगर आप स्कूल की क्लासेस ऑनलाइन चल रही हैं या घर पे स्टडीज है, टीवी आप देख रहे हैं या खेलने का टाइम है, तो अगर आप उसको एक टाइम टेबल एक फॉलो करेंगे तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, चाहे पेरेंट्स के लिए हो, चाहे वो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स या छोटे बच्चों के लिए हो। वो टाइम टेबल अगर आप फॉलो करेंगे तो मेरे ख्याल से जो हमारे जो प्रॉब्लम आजकल चल रही है, घर में पेरेंट्स भी डांटते रहते हैं बच्चों को, बच्चे प्रेशर में रहते हैं, तो वो थोड़ा सा वो चीजें थोड़ी सी ठीक होने लगेंगी। बाकी अब छुट्टियां हैं, थोड़ा सारे शेड्यूलिंग सबकी खराब हो गई है, तो उसको शेड्यूल कर लें। और बाकी आप लोग, मेरी बेस्ट विशेस हैं आप लोगों के लिए, आप लोग बहुत अच्छे के साथ, और मेरी कहीं पे भी आपको छोटी से छोटी हेल्प भी चाहिए होगी तो मैं बिल्कुल जो आपका फाउंडेशन है उसके साथ खड़ा हूँ, और कहीं पे भी किसी भी लेवल पर आपको अगर जरूरत महसूस हो, बिल्कुल अर्चना जी कभी भी आप मुझे बुला सकते हैं।
थैंक यू
इसी के साथ मैं अपने शब्दों को यहीं पे खत्म करता हूँ और बेस्ट से रहता हूँ। आप लोग पूरे एक हफ्ते को बहुत अच्छे से एंजॉय कराइए बच्चों को, और छुट्टियां वेट करेंगे वो हम लोग सब सुनने के लिए तैयार हैं।
Surely, sir.
थैंक यू अर्चना जी।
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Actually, this is the main purpose to invite you.
Thank you.
Because we are dealing with the girls, especially about 10 years of age. From starting from the school to the college, girls are there. So you people are mentor for us. You can guide them better how to pursue further. And this is just a trial, and we are just starting a session with the more to come in the future, so that we can help out the people as much we can. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for joining. Sir, be stay with us, sir, because we will do the lightning session.
Yes,
just for
yes,
a few minutes. Thank you.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, Swapnali. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. It's really inspirational. So to start off with, I would just like to give you a little, show you a small presentation about our foundation. Okay, where we talk about our foundation, how was it formed, and you know, how do we take forward. Is my screen there? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen, and everyone please mute yourself. Yeah, we can see the screen. Thank you.
Class नहीं है ये.
Veena di, please.
Can we just mute ourselves?
Just wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, to start with, the Swasti Sukham Foundation is a national non-profit educational, charitable and human service organization rendering services and implementing projects in more than 8 states across the country. Founded on 9th October 2018 as a non-governmental organization, the Swasti Sukham also works in special activities relating to health, education, sustainable development and conflict resolution. Our founder, Dr. Archana Gupta's work has been dedicated to reviving human values and bringing about health and happiness in everyone's life and development through an individual's commitment to joyful living and selfless service. She has done a master's in food and nutrition in 1993. She's presently working as the head of the department, CLH Group of Hospitals, Ghaziabad. She has been associated with many social organizations since 2007. The focus of her work is to eradicate malnutrition and lifestyle-related issues from all ages and genders and preservance of local inheritance. Our state heads, which is Dr. Archana Gupta, the founder, Ms. Madhubala Singh, Dr. Monica Gupta, Mrs. Prasoon Agarwal, Dr. Premlata Srivastav, Dr. Preeti Pant, Mrs. Poonam Mohan, Mrs. Rajni Chandel, Mrs. Soni Gupta, Mrs. Sunita Sharma, myself, Swapnali Muneem, and Ms. Veena Chadda. So our organization's vision is to work towards the building of healthier and resilient communities, to give a holistic and proactive approach of improvement in child nutrition and health and education, talk about some topics which are not touched or, the children feel a little bit hesitant to talk towards the elders, which is today's topic majorly, which is menstruation and hygiene. And people always have a little of taboo talking to elders, or the elders also feel a little, wo thodi hichkichahat hoti hai baat karne mein. So we will be touching those topics. So aapke paas jo bhi questions ho, aap pooch sakte ho. We'll do our best of efforts, we'll try and answer them. So let's touch upon all these things जो हम लोग अपने elders के साथ बात करने में थोड़ी सी हिचकिचाते हैं, या किसी और के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड के साथ बात करने में हिचकिचाते हैं, एंड फिर कुछ अलग हम लोग को उसके बारे में पता चलता है, which is the wrong info. So let's take the right info from the right people, from the experts, the panel which we have today. Then again, we improve the livelihood and surrounding by enabling the care of Mother Earth. Our mission is to be a knowledge-driven execution partner of schools, NGOs, corporates, and government agencies for the development of communities across India and abroad, and to ensure that everyone gets a healthy, wealthy, and happier life. Well, that's what we all aim for, right? So the area of work that we have done so far comprises of menstrual health and hygiene, which is our core, because we are catering more towards a girl child, and we would like to, cater to all those problems which a girl child or the women in whole are facing. Nutrition, naturopathy, yoga, and meditation, which is now, because of the COVID thing, has become very important for all of us. Counseling and training programs, again, because of COVID, there are so many people who have undergone a lot of emotional, challenges. So right now, the EQ levels of people, the emotional quotient is very much important. So we do counseling for that as well. Save the nature, global warming being the highest hazard for everyone. So we are doing plantation of trees and carrying out many such activities wherein, we can conserve our nature. Social awareness, preservation of culture and perspectives, local heritage, traditional knowledge. This, in short, comprising is basically like, as we are going towards more westernized style of living, somewhere we are, वो छूट रहा है, हमारा जो traditional approach है, या, हमारी जो संस्कृति है, जो छूट रही है. So we are trying to inculcate that in everyone. Promotion of local language, special care for needs of differently abled. The work experiences so far of ours are like in the areas of corporate offices, police force, hospital staff. We worked along with the underprivileged and specially abled people in different places of many states. Through seminars, workshops, webinars, we have done some drawing competition, art competition among the children, where has been an interactive session. And now, thanks to this COVID, we are having a lot of online educational programs wherein we are able to get in touch with many people on the contrary, because it's opened the doors for everyone. So that's been a blessing in a disguise, that I can say. So in the same way, in the same pattern, we have done a poster and drawing competition for children on our Children's Day and National Energy Conservation Day. We have done some blood donation camp, health checkup camps, tree plantation donation drive and also run a school and skill development program for underprivileged children and their family at Vaishali Ghaziabad, Uttara Pradesh branch. So this is a sort of, photos or share our work with you. This is Swasti Sukham UP helping the migrants during this COVID-stricken time. This is what I was talking about, cultivation and cherishing our heritage. So we are giving, boosting the handicrafts and also that our own culture and our own heritage is taken forward. This is the Go Green session wherein we are planting trees. We have done plantation. We have done donation of homeopathic medicines during the COVID times. And we have organized a mock drill for disaster with NDRF. Celebration doubles when celebrated with needy children. That is what I focus more on, the people who have not seen or who are not privileged enough to, get all which our normal kids are getting or to enjoy the joys of life. So we like to share with them our joys of life and make their life more happier. Educational lectures and webinars, you can see our founder, Dr. Archana Gupta here on the screen. And continuing forward with this, we are celebrating this whole week for the National Girl Child. So wherein we are going to touch upon some sensitive topics like, menstrual health and hygiene, then cervical cancer, which is, we would like to, not maybe in a wholesome, but maybe would like to give you a little, insight towards it. Laws regarding the female rights and personality development during the lifespan, right from their childhood towards becoming a young lady and a mature woman. And again, celebrations of India, wherein we talk about all our varied and different cultures and our enthusiasm to celebrate India as a whole. Thank you so much for listening to me. And with that, I would like to welcome our chairperson, Mrs. Madhubala. Ma'am, you're there? Can you just please say hello?
Hi, thank you, Swapnali. It was
Thanks
nice
so much.
presentation. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Swasti Sukham Foundation, I would just welcome everybody and respected Dr. Manish Pandey, guest of the day, Director IITT, dietitian and nutritionist, Mrs. Archana Gupta, founder of NGO Swasti Sukham, Mrs. Veena Chadda, Mrs. Monica, Mrs. Poonam, Mrs. Rajni, Mrs. Preeti, Mrs. Swapnali, and all other members of the foundation and dear children. It's been a nice day when we are here at the inaugural function to celebrate the National Girl Child Week. You know that at the basic of this idea, that first of all, I would like the children to know that this day was first of all started in 2008, and it was started by Ministry of Women and Child Development and the Government of India. When first of all, it was started with a purpose to spread awareness amongst people about all the inequalities girls face in the Indian society. You know about that, about Kalpana Chawla, about Sunita Williams. We all know about our Prime Minister who was lady. There are many celebrities and eminent personalities who are there. But we should also know about the girls who died before they could take birth in their infancy in the wombs. And they were never given the rights to get education and everything. So with this idea, government came when it was known that less than 50% of the children were born who were girls, and then there was a great gender discrimination also. To remove all this discrimination and disparities in the Indian society, this concept of celebrating National Girl Child Day on January 24th was conceived. And now we are here with this help of NGO and all. We just wanted to spread this awareness about how to have equal education and fundamental freedom. Then the girls, they can get full potential, safe and enabling environment. They should know all about their legal and rights and the facts of life. And the girls should also have a good education, nutrition and healthcare rights. They should also be aware of the legislation, including the Domestic Violence Act 2009, Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006, and Dowry Prohibition Act 2006. in order to get their proper rights and face all the challenges in life. As Michelle Obama said, when girls are educated, their countries become stronger and more prosperous. So if we want that India should become strong and prosperous, my dear girls, you have to rise up. You should know what exactly is your right and how you should grow. So with this idea, and then there are many other things also, like they also came up, the Women and Child Development Ministry also implemented a scheme which was called Dhan Lakshmi, and they made a cash transfer to the girl child's family to fulfill the basic needs such as immunization, birth registration, school enrollment, and maintenance also up to class 8. And this is how you know that Right to Education Act says, which has made free and necessary education to the girl child. Coming to this 5 days workshop, which has been organized by the NGO, you will come to know many aspects of all these things will be dealt with, so that you can be aware of many things, the physical changes, the mental things, and your rights, and all the things will be made known to you. So thank you so much for being here, and I welcome once again to all the girl children, and would like that you keep participating, because all these 5 days you will get new insights and new things which you were never aware of. Thank you so much for calling me Archana ma'am. It was nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madhu ma'am. Just to spare some your precious time instead, maybe with the work and all. And we are also having now Dr. Alka ma'am with us. Ma'am, are you there with us, Dr. Alka ma'am? Can we see her? Dr. Alka ma'am, maybe disconnected.
I think she got disconnected. Her name is not.
Yeah. Let's note it down. Just a second. We will pursue further. Yeah, she has disconnection actually. Okay. So now I invite Rajni ma'am. By the time she'll
Yes,
make.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Rajni ma'am. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
ma'am.
Yeah, Rajni ma'am is a biology PGT teacher, Kendriya Vidyalay, working in Delhi, but from the Himachal Pradesh. Yeah, she is representing our Himachal Pradesh. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to one and all. A very warm welcome. As we are celebrating National Girl Child Week, I, Rajni from KVAFS Sarjangarh, congratulate you all for being the part of this celebration for a noble cause. However, this program will be incomplete without discussing on the topic menstrual cycle and hygiene management. Dear listeners, we bleed, yes we do, and that's why you exist. Menstrual and cycle or menstrual practices are clouded by so many taboos and socio-cultural restrictions, resulting in adolescent girls for remaining ignorant of the scientific facts and hygienic health practices, is of which sometimes result into many adverse health outcomes. Menstrual cycle, which is actually a natural process of our body, is uh, it is not understood well by the adolescent girls, and that is why awareness programs are very essential. What is this menstruation? Actually, the girls typically start to menstruate at the time of puberty, typically between the ages of 10 to 19. At this time, they experience many physical changes and emotional changes due to hormones. Menstruation continues until they reach menopause, when it ends usually between the late 40s or mid 50s. It is also sometimes known as menses or period. If we look into the reproductive parts or organs of the female body, we can see that females, they have a pair of sex organs, which are called ovaries. And along with that, they have fallopian tube, uterus, and The lining of the uterus, which is known as endometrium, it is actually undergoing certain changes during this cycle. We can divide menstrual phase or menstrual cycle into different phases, starting with day 1, which is the first day of menstrual bleeding, is considered as day 1 of the cycle, and it usually bleeds heavily during the first 2 days. The next stage is the follicular phase. Follicular phase, once the bleeding stops, the uterine lining, it begins to prepare for the possibility of pregnancy. And the uterine lining, it gets actually thickened and it is enriched with blood and nutrients. Next to this phase is the ovulation phase. Ovulation is when our ovary releases a mature egg. Then the egg, it travels to the fallopian tube towards the uterus to be fertilized by the sperm. Ovulation actually happens on the 14th day, that is the mid of the menstrual cycle, and it lasts only for 24 hours. After a day, the egg will die or dissolve if it isn't fertilized. And the last phase is the luteal phase. Luteal phase, if the egg was not fertilized or implantation does not occur, hormonal changes signal the uterus to prepare to shed its lining. So the lining of this endometrium layer of the uterus is shed along with the egg, and the cycle again begins on the day 1, that is menstrual bleeding. This is actually the scientific facts about menstrual cycle, but there are many restrictions which are imposed on the menstrual girl without knowing its scientific background. We have seen that many girls, they are not allowed to attend the school, or they don't go to school during this period. They are not allowed to attend the religious functions. They are not allowed to play any sports. They are made to sleep even separately, and they are not allowed to enter the kitchen or cook food, etc. But all these restrictions, they are really baseless and have no scientific background. These days, many products are available in the market for use during this period, like cloth pads, sanitary pads, menstrual cups, or tampons, etc. But still, the most common option is the sanitary napkin or cloth. Sanitary napkins, they have certain advantages over the cloth. They can be disposed of much easier, and they are made up of absorbent material, which provides a dry feeling. They decrease the chances of infections, and they help in mobility and ease of daily routine work. How often we should change the sanitary napkin, that depends. Changing every 6 to 8 hours is recommended, but during heavy menses, they need to change every 3 to 4 hours. What if the girl is using a cloth? She should ensure that it should be clean, soft, dry, and absorbent material. In case it is being reused, it should be washed and dried properly in a sunny place. After drying, it should be ironed and stored in a clean and dry place. After multiple use, it should be disposed of properly. The sanitary napkins should also be disposed of properly. If they are left in open, they are a sore sight, and they may lead to the transmission of many infectious and deadly diseases like hepatitis B and C, and they will also attract flies and insects, which are carrier of many diseases. While disposing of the napkins, we should take some points into consideration. They should not be thrown anywhere in toilets or in water closets. In fact, they should be wrapped properly in a waste paper or a newspaper, and then they should be put in a closed bin. In case there is no disposal mechanism, we can dispose it in the backyard itself, either in a sanitary pit, or we may burn it also in some cases. There are certain potential risks to health if poor menstrual hygiene is kept. Unclean sanitary pads, they may cause local infections to travel into vagina and enter the uterine cavity. Changing the pads infrequently can lead to skin irritation, which can become infected if the skin is broken. Bacteria potentially have easier access to the cervix and the uterine cavity if unclean material is used. So we should all take care of these risks and to maintain menstrual health and hygiene. To manage the menstruation hygienically, it is essential that women and girls should have proper access to water and sanitation. We see in many rural areas, the girls, they do not have the proper access to water and sanitation. They need somewhere private to change sanitary cloths and pads, clean water for washing hands and use clothes, and facilities for safely disposing the used material. And there is also a need for both men and women to have a greater awareness of menstrual hygiene. Coming to the food part, there is no as such restriction of what to eat and not to eat during menstrual phase. But yes, we should eat a healthy, balanced diet. And along with that, proper exercises should be done during menstruation period also. And certain yoga practices can also be done in case we want some relief from menstrual cramping and all. So exercise, they also play a vital role during this period. In the last, I want to say that we all girls should take some time for ourselves to educate about puberty and menstrual health and hygiene. They should be connected to health problem. They should be provided with a healthy and safe physical and social environment. I must say that menstruation not a disease. It is actually a healthy outlook towards a natural cycle with health patient here. Over to you, Archana ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for showing in detail. Can you please stop the screen sharing? It's really wonderful session, ma'am. So much
Thank you, ma'am.
information in a very, very precise way and very presentable way. I hope children must have understand everything. Yeah. So, Alka ma'am, are you there? Or yeah, Alka ma'am is there. So, shall we do the inauguration first? I think. Yeah.
Hello.
Hanji, Hanji.
Yeah, I am here.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, Alka ma'am is there. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us and giving us a precious time. So we are having our deliberations in August presence of our esteemed guests, Dr. Alka Goyal, ma'am, Dean Home Science from Govind Ballabh Pant University, Pantnagar, and our esteemed guest, Dr. Manish Pandey, sir, from Director, IITT, Dehradun. Thank you very much, both of you. And I feel really blessed, and our team is really overwhelmed to have you, both of you all. And I request you, ma'am, just share a few words and bless us and share so that we can start the session as well.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Archana. Thanks a lot. And it's indeed a pleasure for me to join you people like this. And being the alumni of this college, we are really very proud to have our alumni at this juncture. So, and the topic you have taken for this week to celebrate the girl child week, or the day is the 23rd, but the week on the whole you are celebrating. So topic is really very apt. And today's topic, like the menstrual health and hygiene, that is very much required. A lot of work has already been done, but still a lot is still to be taken care of. And therefore, I think that in every time we need to take care of like this type of topic. at the national and India at the area wise. So this health and hygiene, that is very, very important, and a lot of data is available with regard to the proper facilities or knowledge or understanding for this special period of 5 days of every month. So even we know that government is doing a lot, and in our college itself, the machines are being distributed. The sanitary pads vending machines are being distributed by the government. A policy is Honorable Prime Minister, so that the girls may get keep themselves hygienically this way. This is very important. And Archana and this topic, and celebrating this whole week, concentrating, focusing upon the requirements of girls, the girl child. So, congratulating you once again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello? होस्ट कैसे बनाते हैं? उसको होस्ट बना दे. Archana very old advisory करके लिखा. Very old UG student.
वो होस्ट है वैसे
वो अपना माइक ऑन कर लेगी ना, लैपटॉप से बंद कर रखा है. हाँ, वो मेरा ये खुद दिखना है इसमें.
माइक ऑन है.
माइक ऑफ कर लो. हेलो.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Alka ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Please,
Thank you, ma'am.
I think I don't have connectivity right now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your precious time. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No issues, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello. Hello.